Good morning. Today is Saturday, April 30th, and I am at Epcot enjoying, or about to enjoy, the Flower and Garden Festival. It is also Dapper Day here at Epcot, and I can't wait to see everyone dressed up in their finest. I've never been here for a Dapper Day before, and I've already seen a few people dressed in really cool outfits. So I hope you enjoy the video as I go along and find all of the awesome topiaries here at the Flower and Garden Festival. Here is Goofy with a birthday cake introducing us to the Flower and Garden Festival. Spaceship Earth there in the back. I'm actually staying at a hotel this time. So I'm here for the early magic hours, and I don't think it's quite open yet. We're over in front of where the land is. And here are Woody and Bo Peep. You see some of the monkeys hanging from a tree back there. There they are. There's some blocks. Billy Goat and Gruff there in the back. The main man himself, Mr. Woody. We'll see Buzz in a different part of the park. In between the land and Figment's Journey into Imagination, they have set up this temporary Bambi's butterfly house. It is not open yet this morning. Here is a festival map. And right over here, right next to Bambi's butterfly house, is Bambi. Bambi and Thumper and Blossom, I think is the name of the skunk. And you can also see Spike the Bee back there. He is the mascot, one of the mascots of the Flower and Garden Festival. So this is the next topiary. And we're gonna go right over here. This is a favorite of my family's. My mom was a big fan when I was growing up. Now my son is a big fan of Figment. See his wings and his tail. Holding some flowers. Actually don't think I've seen these guys before. To go along with Pumbaa and Timon that we saw just around the corner. We have our favorite lions. We're heading towards the main pathway that leads back to the World Showcase, although we're not going to the World Showcase quite yet. And here we have Donald and Daisy and the boys, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Doing a little gardening, a little yard work. And we have Mickey and Minnie. Thank you very much. Thank you. I recently saw something about these little birdhouses, probably on Instagram, They're for purple marlins that are migrating. And the conservation team here at Disney helps to take care of these birdhouses. Probably study the birds as well. I don't think this is specific to the Flower and Garden Festival, but they do have outside of the creation shop this Green Landing family play zone. And it's a little play area for when you need your kids to burn off some steam. We've never sent Dean over here though. When Dean finds a playground, he never wants to leave. And we have a playground similar to this near our house. There's Spike the bee hiding there again. But, you know, sometimes your kids need to run off some energy, and this would be a great place when you're at Epcot to be able to do that. Another place your kid can come and run off some steam is playing in this little water feature. We're in between like the new Connections Eatery creations and where Mission Space and Test Track are. And we can see over here in the distance the brand new, not open yet, Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but we do have our preview, our pass holder preview scheduled for our next trip. Now right here in front of Mission Space and Space 220 is our Buzz Lightyear topiary. Appropriate over here in our little space section. Speaking of the new Connections Eatery, I am about to head that way to go have some breakfast. This opened just a couple of days ago and serves Starbucks inside. I'm not sure if they serve anything else besides Starbucks food. I do plan on doing a lot of eating in the World Showcase today, hopefully before the rain and storms set in. But I'm going to grab a little breakfast here before I start my day. This is a section called Blossoms of Fragrance, presented by Scentsy. And we have some butterflies.
At all, then. Not that one.
I've got these red flowers.
Across this little pond, you can see some Mickey and Minnie heads, as well as the 50th anniversary tribute over there. Some more butterflies. We just crossed the bridge over into the World Showcase, and our first topiary on this side is Sorcerer Mickey.
I'm trying not to get in your shot.
No, you're fine. There's some mops and buckets, dancing hippos. See what we have over on this side. Over on this side of the Sorcerer Mickey, we have the ostriches. now that we are in the World Showcase, we're coming up towards the Mexico Pavilion. And over here on our left are the three caballeros. We are now heading into Norway. This is where you can meet Anna and Elsa. I see a big ogre over here. I guess it's an ogre. And here are the Anna and Elsa topiaries being worked on right now. We're entering the China Pavilion, and I'm gonna come over here and see the pandas behind this bamboo over here. It actually is not that busy so far this morning. It's pretty early, but the park has been open for a little bit. And here are our panda friends. Being from Atlanta, these pandas remind me of the panda twins that we have at our zoo. So I just walked into the Germany Pavilion, and I was wondering where the topiaries were, because there's been one in every pavilion so far. But they're across the walkway over here by the water. It is our very first Disney princess and her 7 dwarfs. I seem to be coming from the wrong angle. I'll turn around here. Right by the boat launch. See these guys over here? Some people were taking pictures in front of Snow White, so we'll get her in a second, but then I saw my husband's first girlfriend, Miss Piggy, and Kermit over here right outside the bathroom in Germany. So here she is, Snow White and Dopey. And you can see back in the water behind there, that's where they do the harmonious nighttime show from those barges. I have not seen that yet, so hopefully, maybe our next trip. I don't think I'm gonna stick around for this evening to see it, but hopefully our next trip I'll be able to see it. Here we are in the Italy Pavilion. I don't know if it's because it's Dapper Day. There are a ton of photographers out today. So after I do all my topiaries, and as I'm making my way around to eat, I might do some pictures. There's some live music back here too. Looks like maybe a private event. Oh, there's a wedding back here. So we'll be very quiet. We just got to the America Pavilion. And as I said, when I was back in the Italy Pavilion, they had half of it closed because somebody was getting married. Glenn and I were curious one time when we saw that somebody had gotten married here and looked at the prices. I mean, we're already married, so we didn't need to look for ourselves, but it's actually, I mean, it's not cheap, but the price of weddings nowadays, we didn't think it was that far off base from, you know, a typical wedding we got married in Vegas, so we didn't do a big wedding. Anyway, we're here in America. Here is Chip and Dale and our dog Pluto. Little Spike the bee there underneath Pluto. So if you're thinking about getting married and having a destination wedding and love Disney, it's worth looking into because they have all sorts of different packages. Here we are in Japan. And right over here on the water, we have our dragon. Let's see if I can line it up right. There, now we can see the dragon. I don't know what that's called. We'll call it the Arch. And Spaceship Earth there in the back. They also have over here, I don't know if this is permanent or if this is part of the Flower and Garden Festival, this little garden. We are in Morocco currently, and here is a spice garden. So it looks like these 3-tier, 2-tiered are made out of spices. That's really cool. We're just gonna walk right across the way. It's a lovely butterfly. This is an Encanto garden. I'm noticing as we're leaving Morocco that there was not, unless I missed it, there was not a topiary in the, like really proper in the Morocco Pavilion. There also wasn't an Easter egg in the Morocco Pavilion. It was like across the way when we did our Easter egg hunt, and I wonder if it has something to do with the sponsorship that Morocco has with this pavilion, if that's not something that they allow or if it's just a coincidence. If anybody knows, please share with the group so that we can all know if there's a reason why we don't find those things inside the pavilion. But I will say we did find a figment painting inside the pavilion, so that might debunk my theory. Let me know what you think. Here we are in France. One of the most beautiful pavilions. Well, I say that they're all beautiful. They're all really nice. Sorry if that water is loud. Get a little closer to Beauty and the Beast. Everybody going to walk over here. Not many places. I didn't bring my microphone today, and honestly I don't know how to set it up yet, so I'm sorry if that was really loud standing by the fountain. Here is, oh, there's a princess over here too. First we'll look at Cogsworth and Lumiere. And now let's make our way over here. There is a permanent topiary back here that we'll get to in a second as we walk by and see. I think it's Aurora. There she is.
Yeah.
And then back here, here's Remy. And I don't think Remy always has those flowers in his hand, but he's here all the time since they opened the new Ratatouille ride. I found another little friend. But he flew away.
I'm not flunking you, just be careful. Be careful, what kind of meat?
We're coming up on the England Pavilion and I just had to start filming early because those dapper gentlemen looked amazing. And I see that Alice is out here. And we'll get to her in just a second. I don't know what this is. But I do see that Tinkerbell is right over here, so I wonder if it's part of the fairy garden. There's Tinkerbell. And then we'll pan right over here. See Alice and Alice. Also over here in France. This isn't France, this is England. Sorry, I was like, why would this be in France? This is England. We got France on the brain. Over here in England are friends from Winnie the Pooh, which is currently my son's favorite thing to watch. He is obsessed with heffalumps and woozles in particular. And I don't see a heffalump or a woozle here, but last time we were here, Eeyore had a lizard on his nose. No lizard today. There's definitely something going on over here. There's a ton of kids. Kids, I say maybe college, maybe high school, in this World Showcase area. Over here is Peter Pan and Captain Hook. Dueling as always. And then we have the crocodile. So I've made my way all the way around to Canada, started at Mexico. I'm actually not seeing a topiary in Canada. I haven't looked at my little passport for the Flower and Garden Show. It shows you where all of the topiaries are, and I'll look at that in a few minutes to see if I missed anything else. But yeah, I haven't seen, there's been a topiary in every other country, so there's got to be one over here. But while we look, we'll take a gander down here at this beautiful garden. I've only been to Canada once. We went to Vancouver a couple of years ago. And I'd really love to go back and take our son, maybe when he's a little bit older. But it was a beautiful country, the part that we went to, and I look forward to exploring more of it. I never found one in Canada, so we'll look and see if I missed something, but I wanted to come over here to the Honey Bistro. We'll be back over here to eat in a little while, but they have, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
They have all these honey bee boxes, hives, I guess. Some jars. I don't know if those are really jars of honey or not. lots of hives over here. The thing we're coming back for. See if I can find it on the menu over here. We got one last time. I'm gonna pick up another one for a friend. The honey peach freeze and Spike the Bee souvenir sipper. The freeze was delicious, and he wants the bee sipper. For those that don't know, Glenn is an entomologist. And he works as an entomologist for a pest control company. And one of his coworkers saw his bee sipper and asked me to pick one up for him. And of course I would gladly do so. So anything that's bug related, we try to snap up. Here's another play area if your kids need to burn off some steam. And I think that's it. I think we saw all the topiaries. And I'm gonna look at my list and make sure that I didn't miss anything. And then I'm gonna start maybe eating some food. Well, I don't think the booth's open till 11, so I have a little while before it's time to do that. So maybe we'll actually ride some rides today, we'll see. But thanks for joining me along my topiary adventure. And if I find any more, I'll make sure to add those as well. So I am calling it a day here at Epcot. Me and Spike are heading back to the buses. I was able to see all of the topiaries that I wanted to see. I rode a few rides, and then I attempted to eat around the world, but honestly got full and gave up. There were a couple places, I'm a really picky eater, there were a couple places I didn't see anything I would like. The Italy place was way too expensive, so I skipped that one, but I'll share the pictures and my thoughts on what I did have. Everything was pretty good. The arepas at the Encanto pop-up were okay. The beignet at the France little place, I don't care for cream filling. The beignets had cream filling in them, so I kind of scooped some of that out. But the beignet itself was good, and the other stuff I ate was good. And the little drink that comes in Spike, I don't think I took a picture of what it was. It's like a honey peach. I don't even like peach, but it's really good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's only like, I don't know, early afternoon, so I'll probably do some more things maybe this evening, maybe go to Disney Springs or something. But as for my day at Epcot, it is coming to a close. Hope you enjoyed the video. One more thing I forgot to mention. If you ever have the chance to come on Dapper days, you should definitely come. Yeah, obviously you don't have to dress up if you don't want to, but people look so good. I've seen little kids all the way up to not so little kids. People I would guess are probably in their 70s or 80s, all dressed up, all having fun. It's hot. I don't think I could do it. Especially there's a lot of men wearing suits, but it is really cool to see everybody dressed up that way. And there's a lot of very confused people wondering why people are dressed up that way. So that's kind of funny too. But if you have the chance to come on Dapper days, I highly recommend it. It's just a little extra fun to have during your day.